everybody, my name is Nicole and welcome to my channel. So if you've watched my videos before, you may have realized that I am changing things up a little bit. I am also in a new location, this is just my bedroom. If you can't tell, I'm in my bed. But I will be changing locations and I will have a different spot where I will be making videos, and hopefully it'll be a lot better than this ugly green striped tapestry that I put up for you guys, just so that you didn't see my ugly wall. So anyway, I'm changing my YouTube page because I feel like a lot of the things that most girls do, like fashion and makeup and hair, just isn't me. I'm not a fashionista, I'm not a makeup guru, I'm not any of that. And so I just wanted to get away from it. I love doing pranks on my husband, and I do plan on doing more of those videos, but for right now, I really wanted to focus on something that I really love and that I really have interest in, and that is the paranormal. So I have decided that from now on, from this video until I quit making YouTube videos, this channel will be dedicated to paranormal and paranormal experiences and spirituality and stuff like that. Stuff beyond our physical plane. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and jump into today's topic. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about haunted dolls. Since Chucky is coming out, and everybody knows all about Annabelle. She just had a movie come out, her last movie, Annabelle Comes Home, and now Chucky is coming out. So haunted dolls are like just the craze right now. And I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about a few haunted dolls that you may or may not have heard about. Some of these dolls are going to be just that I pulled up on the internet that have their own Wikipedia page, and some are going to be from eBay, because apparently you can buy haunted dolls on eBay, which is really strange. I personally would never do that, just because somebody on eBay can say, yeah, this is a nice spirit, and you end up with, you never know. So anyways, let's get on to the dolls. I'm not going to tell you guys about Annabelle because everybody knows about Annabelle. And I feel like her story is overtold and everybody does a story about Annabelle. So I'm going to move on to another doll that I absolutely adore and I'm absolutely terrified of. And his name is Robert. Now, Robert the doll is very creepy looking, and I will have a picture of him right here. Okay, so see, he's pretty creepy looking, alright? So this is Robert's story. The doll originally belonged to Robert Eugene Otto, an artist described as eccentric, who belonged to a prominent Key West family. The doll was reportedly manufactured by the Starif Company of Germany, purchased by Otto's grandfather while on a trip in Germany in 1904. Otto's grandfather eventually gave the doll to Otto as a birthday gift. The doll's sailor suit was likely something Otto wore as a child. The doll remained stored in the Otto family home in Key West, Florida, while Otto went out and went to school. He went to Paris, he went to Miami or New York, he went all over the place. And on May 3rd, 1974, Otto married the love of his life, Annette Parker, in Paris. Isn't that sweet? The couple returned back to their Otto family home in Key West, Florida, and they stayed there until they finally died. Eugene died first, and a couple years later, his wife finally passed. And Robert the doll stayed in the house. That's creepy. So, after the family had passed away, somebody else bought the house. And her name is Myrtle Redder. I don't know, I could be butchering it, but Myrtle owned that house for 20 years until the property was sold to the current owners, who operate it as a guest house. In 1994, the year I was born, crazy shit always happens the year I was born, but in 1994, the doll was donated to the East Martello Museum in Key West, Florida, where it has eventually become a popular tourist attraction. It is annually rotated to the Old Post Office and Custom House in October. So that's a little background about him. Let's get on to his legend. According to legend, the doll has supernatural abilities to allow it to move, change its facial expressions, and make giggling sounds. Some versions of the legend claim that a young girl of Bohemian descent gave Otto the doll as a gift or as retaliation for wrongdoing. Other stories claim that the doll moved voodoo figurines around the room and was aware of what went on around him. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Okay. Still, other legends claim that the doll vanished after Otto's home changed ownership a number of times after his death, or that young Otto triggered the doll's supernatural powers by blaming his childhood mishaps on the doll. Oh, that would really, really upset some demons. If you, or a ghost or whatever, if you have like bad luck and the ghost has absolutely nothing to do with it and you blame it on the ghost, I can only imagine. I'm sorry guys, my light is dying, so if the light changes, I'm so sorry. So anyways, according to local folklore, the doll has caused car accidents, broken bones, job loss, divorce, and a cornucopia of multiple events. The museum visitors supposedly experience post-visit misfortunes or failing to respect Robert. So if you do not respect Robert when you go and visit him, he will retaliate. Oh my god, that is crazy. That is almost like Annabelle. And that's almost like the next doll I'm about to tell you guys. So, the second doll I wanted to talk to you guys about, her name is Peggy. Now, Peggy looks like any ordinary doll, and I'll post a picture of her right here. So on the surface, she looks like an average doll with her standard issue glassy blue eyes and cute little bob haircut. But Peggy isn't so innocent. She's actually possessed by an impish spirit. Now, before you call bullcrap, oh my god, my light will not stop dying. I keep charging it, but no matter what I do, it just won't stop dying. So, I'm sorry you guys, you will have to just deal with the terrible lighting. Anyways, so before you go and call bullcrap, British paranormal investigator Jane Harris, reported over 80 cases of people having chest pains, nausea, headaches, after looking at just photos or videos of Peggy. That is creepy. Now I kind of feel bad for showing you guys a picture of Peggy. I'm sorry. But I am looking at pictures of Peggy, and I can tell you I feel fine. But wait, I'm sure I'm going to be like sick by the end of this video. But anyways, some even recall they saw visions of mental institutions combined with intense anxiety, and others claimed Peggy gave her a heart attack. Wow. That's a little much. Anyways, Harris, who runs an organization called Haunted Dolls, was sent Peggy by her previous owners, who claimed that the doll was haunting her dreams. She'd wake feeling hot and shaken. Harris said no matter where she moved the doll to her room, the nightmares persisted. She apparently sought out the help of 2 priests, but 2 visits later, there was no change. That is crazy. No change whatsoever. After the woman suffered from fevers and hallucinations, she ultimately stumbled across Harry's website. And good old Google, as you do know, you're looking for illogical answers on mystery ailments. When she recovered, she saw no other options but to get rid of the doll, as she was convinced it was at the center of all that had been happening. Harris's crack team, along with the highly specialized members of the Haunted Dolls social media group, decided that Peggy is possessed by a spirit of a woman born in 1946 in London, who died of a chest condition, possibly asthma. I have asthma. That's crazy. Oh, and she hated clowns, presumably because clowns are the only thing creepier than a doll inhabited by a dead chick. I mean, yeah, I hate clowns too. And you know what? I would rather have a haunted doll than a clown doll. A haunted clown doll? Hell no. No. Cross me out. I am not on that list. Never in a million years. Okay? So, continuing. The 4 different psychic mediums who have studied Peggy all say that she is restless, frustrated, and previously persecuted, possibly with ties to the Holocaust. Peggy's original owner isn't the only woman who has reported being tormented by the doll. Harris says that droves of people have come forward with similar accounts, ranging from their computer freezing when they look at Peggy's picture, to the room going cold and light bulbs blowing out whenever they mention the doll. But Peggy isn't so innocent. She's actually possessed by an impish spirit. Now, before you call bullcrap, oh my god, my light will not stop dying. I keep charging it, but no matter what I do, it just won't stop dying. So, I'm sorry you guys. But Harris says that people contact her about these incidents, taking Peggy into the isolation room and kindly asking her to stop tormenting strangers usually does the trick. So, talking to Peggy and asking her to stop tormenting people actually gets her to stop tormenting people. That is so crazy. Because as I make this video about Peggy, my light keeps dying. This is nuts. Like, it's not completely dead, but it's just slowly dying. And I just pulled it off the charger. Like, I made the first part of this video about Robert the doll, and my light was dead. So I plugged it up, and it was plugged in for 30 minutes before I continued making the rest of this video. And as I started talking about Peggy, the light goes out. That is crazy. I mean, that's my light, you guys. And it's supposed to be super, super bright. That's the brightest setting. Off. Like, nothing. Oh my god. That is crazy. Alright, back on the charger it goes. That is some crazy stuff right there. Anyways, let's continue talking about Peggy. Hopefully my phone doesn't go out. Okay. So, with Peggy, it's not only while people are looking at her or watching her, it seems to be afterwards too. So, not only when you look at her, things can happen, but afterwards, like when you turn your back or when you walk away or even when you leave the building. Oh, she's so crazy. We have been told she can affect people's dreams. She recently visited a lady in her dreams, warning her about one of her cats. The next morning, the lady found her cat very ill and sadly died that day. Aw, Peggy. That is actually pretty sweet. Aw. Although kind of creepy, but sweet to give the lady a warning. Although Harris has had many offers from other psychics to take Peggy off his hands, Harris and her pals at Haunted Dolls are hanging on to her for research. So I understand. If I had the ability to take in Haunted Dolls, I absolutely would. But I have 2 kids, and that is just not something I want to bring into my house with my children. I've heard that a lot of spirits like to go after children, especially if I order something thinking it's a good spirit and it turns out to be a bad spirit. I don't want it going after my kids. Now, I myself have a very strong spiritual energy, a very strong, positive, healthy, light energy. I do not feel like I am equipped enough to go up against anything. Although I feel like I would destroy Satan himself if he came for my kids. I don't think I'm up for it. So Satan, if you plan on coming for my kids, give me a couple years to continue my research. Yeah. Alright, on to the next doll. Let's see who's next. Okay, so the next doll I want to talk to you guys about, his name is Charlie. So here's a picture of Charlie. So Charlie was actually found in the 1968 in an attic in upstate New York. Okay, so he was found in the bottom of a tattered trunk full of newspaper, and the only other item that was with him was a yellow piece of paper containing the Lord's Prayer. Now, from my experience and from what I have researched, in order to contain a spirit inside of a box, you need to put the Lord's Prayer inside of the box and have the box sealed with, I guess, holy water and stuff like that. Opening that box can open a lot of scary things. And you know what, you guys? I am using my mom's iPad to tell you guys about these dolls, and my page has disappeared. It went all the way back to the Google homepage. So give me a second while I find what I was reading, and let's see if I can continue. This is creepy. Okay. I found it. Hopefully it stays up. I hate Apple products because they don't work for me very well. So, and I'm using my mom's iPad, so pray for me, please, that this continues to work so I can get this done. Anyways, the newspaper that was found in the trunk with Charlie was from the 1930s, but the actual age of the doll could not be determined. The doll was added to a collection of other antique dolls the family had. Here it goes again. I don't know what to tell you guys. Apparently I'm not supposed to tell you the story of Charlie. I don't know. I will get it. Hold on. Okay. Stop. Please stop messing with this. I need to get this video done. Oh my god. Alright. I got it up. Let's continue. So, he was put with the other dolls that they had collected over the years, their own antique collection. At first, the homeowner, consisting of himself, his wife, and his 5 daughters, paid little mind to the toy as it blended into the pre-existing doll collection quite nicely. It wasn't until Charlie seemed to move from place to place on the bench full of dolls that anyone took notice. That's kind of weird. Okay? The parents were quick to blame the 5 mischievous children, but the children all maintained that they knew nothing about how the doll moved. When the youngest daughter, who was 4 years old, made a startling statement. Charlie had spoken to her while she got up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. Naturally, the parents blamed the child's wild imagination. You know what? With all my experience and having kids myself, if my children told me something like that, I would believe them. So, while the parents never witnessed Charlie doing anything, the children soon became fixated on the doll and were terrified of it, and I do not blame them. All 5 of them refused to get up during the night to use the bathroom. None of them would venture within 5 feet of the bench the doll sat on. The final straw was when the youngest was covered with scratches, insisted that they weren't from their cat, but from Charlie. So the 5-year-old girl woke up, or the 4-year-old, I think that's who they said the youngest was the 4-year-old. She woke up with scratches all over her body. And the parents wanted to say it was the cat, but she insisted it was Charlie. That's scary. The truth was never fully discovered. The parents, eager to end the chaos, took the doll back to the attic and locked him in the trunk where he was found. Things soon returned to normal, and the doll was forgotten. Years later, once the children were grown, the house was sold and the trunk was removed from the attic to be sold at a garage sale. The doll remained one of the last things to go. Finally, a woman bought the doll to add to her antique doll collection. And the homeowner recounted his own stories to her regarding Charlie. Since then, the doll has changed hands a few times, and its story has followed it. He has been rumored to still move from time to time, but his ghostly power seems to mainly be unlocked by children. Charlie, the haunted doll, now resides at a shop called Local Artesian. That's how you say Artesian. Local Artesian. There, he sits among taxidermy animals, unusual art, and other oddities where he can be viewed to the public. Wow. So, here's one thing this article says before you go. Cassandra, the owner of the Local Artesian, is very friendly and willing to tell you everything she knows about Charlie and his past. And the store is located in Salem, Massachusetts. So if you actually want to go see Charlie, you are 100% more than welcome to go to the Local Artesian and talk to Cassandra and meet Charlie. Now, when you go to meet Charlie, give him all your respect, okay? Say please, say thank you, say goodbye, say hello. Do not touch him, do not poke him, do not make fun of him. Go with love and peace and happiness, and leave with love and peace and happiness, because you never know what Charlie is capable of. Now, I think I'm going to end this story or this video with one last doll, and I think it's going to be an eBay doll, and I'm going to see if I can find the creepiest eBay doll I possibly can. So let's see what I can find. Okay, so I told you I would find the scariest or creepiest doll I could find on eBay. And since I said I hated clown dolls, this one is perfectly scary for me. I don't know about you guys, but this is Shadow. Now, Shadow is on eBay. You can buy him now for $35, or your starting bid could be at $25. Oh my god, as I am talking about him, my camera will not focus. Like, I can see it going in and out. Crazy. Alright, so the description says, Shadow is not a toy to play with. I have had a lot of people asking me if I have any real small spiritual clown vessels that I would part with and put on here to bid. Meet Shadow. He may be small, but look out, he can pack a big punch. He is a spiritual clown vessel that is on a stand, but you can take him off the stand if you like. Yes, his name is Shadow. He may be small, but he can be seen in the shadows all around him at any time. This is the name we keep getting over and over on the Ouija board and spirit box for the spirit of the clown. The clown likes to play with the lights and TV, the radio, and much more. He also seems to bring lots of luck to everyone. For some reason, I can't read the other end of this post, but I'm guessing he brings a lot of luck to everyone. I guess you can hear him. I guess she says, I've heard him on my spirit box and confirmed it with my Ouija board as Shadow. I got him around 24 years ago. I am sure that the clown vessel is a very old soul that lived way back in the early 1800s. This is the date we keep getting from the Ouija board. I have seen Shadow, don't know what the other part says, have also seen what looked like a mist or some kind of aura and orbs around him. We have heard the sounds of giggling voices and talking and knocks on the wall and the sound of doors opening and closing. The same things. And he likes to do some of the things other spirits like to do, and that is mess with the living. The bumps in the night always seem to be coming from him. I've felt cold spots all around him and in the room he is in at the time. This person has horrible punctuation and writing. I am so sorry, you guys. And it gives me chills down my back every time. I think for some reason he likes to play his little jokes around the house all the time. He likes to turn the TV channels at times and open up your kitchen and bathroom cabinet doors and bedroom doors and closet. Shadow is a fun spirit to have around at times. Like I said, she may be small, but she packs a big punch. My pets just love... Okay, it goes from she to him, but anyways, my pets love him and will sit and stare at him for hours at a time, as they do with other items I have around to watch Shadow. If you do become the new owner of this spiritual pocket clown vessel, please leave your feedback and tell me what you experience in your home, and I would love to put it in my new ads if that is okay with you. So, while Shadow may look creepy to me because I hate clowns, he seems to be like a fun, loving spirit and somebody that you know what, after reading a lot about these dolls and a lot of the ones that are haunted on eBay, I would own a haunted doll. And I would probably own Shadow. But after my children are out of the house, when I have time to take care of these spirits, because a lot of people say that spirits that are trapped inside of dolls are a lot like dealing with children, like dealing with humans, and a lot of the time spirits that are trapped in dolls are children. So they do take a lot of attention, and if they don't get attention, that's when they become rambunctious. That's when they become, a lot of people want to say, poltergeist or evil, and it's not just that, they just want attention. They want you to play with them, they want you to talk to them, they want to acknowledge them. It's like sticking a person in a room full of people and then nobody talking to that person. You get lonely, you get bored. So that's how these dolls and these spirits feel inside these doll vessels. So if you... I think Peggy is fucking with me. If you have any haunted dolls or any paranormal experiences you want to share with me, comment them down below. And if you have a story, like a really long, lengthy story that you want me to tell to my viewers, you can send me an email. I will have that down in the description down there. And I will reply to your email and I will read it. And if it's something that you want me to tell to everybody, I will gladly do so. So send me those stories. I love it. And if you want to hear some more videos, if you have other ideas, if you want me to read some stories about certain activities that are going on in the world or whatever, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you feel. I am here for you. So, like, subscribe, and once you subscribe, hit that notification button, because I currently do not have a posting schedule. So my videos will be posted sporadically, and I'm trying to do twice a week, but we will see. So, I had a brain fart. So, with that being said, I will see you guys next time.